Disney and Pixar are bringing us an original movie, something that I think a lot of us are waiting to finally bring some magic back, especially knowing it's the Pixar brand, and I'm here to tell you, Elio does that exactly. We're going to talk about today why Elio, for me, is one of my favorite movies of 2025 so far, and why everybody needs to give this movie a chance in theaters, because it is important that we support creative, original IP like Elio here right now. So sit back, grab a snack, and let's talk about Elio. Yes, this Disney Pixar film hits theaters, and I got a chance to watch it a little bit early here on Wednesday. Snuck out to an early preview with a little bit of time off of work, and got to see what ended up being kind of a Pixar classic. Elio takes the idea of a young boy who feels a little bit alone in the world and mixes it with the idea of humans being alone in space and turns it into a great family movie with great family messaging. Whether it's the voice acting done by the whole entire crew, kind of helmed by Zoe Saldana playing Elio's Aunt Olga, or just the creative visual designs that you're getting out of this Pixar movie when it comes to the different worlds and creatures and beings that take place in this movie. Elio, at its core, is a fundamental good heart story about somebody learning that they can be loved, and that no matter what you think, the people around you and your family likely love you no matter what. And it just hits the beautiful Pixar charm. There's moments where I found myself tearing up at parts, and it just has a well-established movie from beginning to end. If there are some critiques I have of Elio in a negative sense, is it does get kind of started off in cliche, slow type modes, but I do think the movie takes off and really takes us on a journey with the main character as he kind of discovers his inner self and what he's able to be in life. Mixed with that is kind of Olga, played by Zoe Saldana, who is struggling with being the parent, so to say, of her nephew Elio, who just doesn't fit in. And kind of the way she is struggling but shows her love but doesn't really know how to connect with Elio until the movie moves forward, I think is really indicative for a lot of parents out there who may wonder how can they communicate with their kid in ways that the kid will understand. At the root of this, though, it has an excellent score, has amazing visuals, has a lot of laughs. Gordon comes in as a alien creature that is also a kid paired up with Elio. Great chemistry, great character, a lot of laughs, but a lot of good heart story with him as well, too. This is Pixar at its finest. Every character that you kind of meet and learn with tends to have some type of deeper feeling and different type of character arc for them. And even though some of it can be more simplistic, something that younger kids and a family can get together, it still works no matter what age you're at. So I don't think it's a surprise to be giving Elio, for me, a diamond review overall. And it's actually starting me a new trend on this channel because there's only been 6 diamond movies this year, which is the Diamond Club. So I have 6 movies here. Where the Wind Comes from my time watching the Sundance Film Festival, that movie coming from, I believe, Tunisia. Elio is there. You have Sinners, The Brutalist, I'm Right Here, as well as Warfare. These are the 6 movies so far in 2026, in no particular order, with I'm Still Here, that I have diamonds for. These are the best of the best that I've seen, and Elio works its way into my Diamond Club here. The movie is just so great and deep-rooted. It has a great family adventure. It's creative. It's original. It really is able to tie so many elements of this movie and different characters and scenery together into one image that is just a great Pixar story and just a good time at the theaters. And for a lot of people, this isn't looking like it's going to make that much movie opening weekend. And when you see big animated live-action remakes like Lilo and Stitch or How to Train Your Dragon making so much money at the multiplex over this summer, you have to ask yourself, when are people going to actually put their money where their mouth is and take a chance and support the original movies? Even Sinners earlier this year had a terrific domestic output of over $200 million, one of the best we've seen from an adult original movie in almost a decade. But if you compare its numbers to big blockbuster movies, Sinners didn't even make $400 million. That same amount is being considered a huge flop by the Thunderbolts, a movie that even outperformed Sinners globally. There's a good chance Elio here isn't going to make that much money globally because audience continue to turn off originals, even the ones that are highly rated and you should be giving a chance to go and see it. There's nothing about Elio here that shouldn't be giving it a chance and go and see it, especially if you have family members, especially if you have littles out there. This is a great family time that will give both the parents and the kids a lot to enjoy, and is Pixar's magic back in action in its best way. This might be my favorite Pixar movie since the Inside Out first movie. I think it's competitive with things like Toy Story 4 and even Inside Out 2 in terms of quality. Elemental's not that far behind it, and so is in with Turning Red, but this one, it has that special feel, and I really hope that people give it a chance in theaters because I just think the visuals are so good, the story is so good, and it has that creative heart in it that we keep asking for with movies, especially with companies like Disney and Universal, to giving us something new and not just IP brand regurgitated into sequels and remakes and stuff like that. That is not Elio. Elio is Pixar at its finest, and it's why it's in my Diamond Club, and it's why I think you should go check it out this weekend or sometime this summer soon.